Welcome back to my channel. So for this recipe, you're going to need 1.5 tablespoons of seasoning salt, 1/4 cup of starch, 1 egg, 1 cup of milk, 1.5 cups of flour, 2 cups of panko breadcrumbs, 1 cup of croutons, and 1 medium to large white onion. Begin cutting downward through the onion and cut your slices as evenly as possible, but try not to cut them too big because the thicker they are, the longer that onion rings will take to fry. Separate your onion rings, being very careful not to break them, and when you're done, everything should look just like this. Next, combine the cornstarch and seasoning salt into the bowl with the flour. Give that a quick stir. Then in the other bowl, you're going to combine your panko breadcrumbs with your croutons. Make sure that you grind or crush your croutons before adding them to the panko breadcrumbs. I'm using Kroger brand garlic and butter croutons, which is going to give my onion rings some added flavor and some extra crunch. So next, dip all of your onion rings into the flour one by one and set them aside. Now take the bowl with the flour and add the egg. Mix it up and then add in your milk. I'm using 1 cup of milk and I'm adding it in a little bit at a time. And you want the consistency of this to be very similar to pancake batter, but a tad bit thinner. Now we're going to place our onion rings into the batter. Make sure that you use a fork to do this. And from there, you're going to drop it into the panko breadcrumbs mixture. Make sure that the onion rings are fully coated and use a dry fork to remove the onion rings from the breadcrumbs. Then set it aside on a plate. Here's a close-up. Do y'all see this? Do you see it? Do you see it? You see it. Now I'm going to repeat those same steps until all of the onion rings have been coated in the mixture. Alrighty, so this is the amount of onion rings that I'll be frying today. The remainder have been placed in the freezer, and yes, you can freeze them. Oil your skillet on medium-high heat. I'm using canola oil, but you can use any type of oil that you prefer, and make sure that you test the heat level of the oil before you begin cooking. Alright, so once your oil is good and hot, go ahead and drop in your onion rings, but make sure that you don't overcrowd your skillet. Now I want you guys to keep watching to see how fast these onion rings cooked.
When the days are rough, I can
Alright guys, so it's all done. These came out so crispy and so good. So lastly, I'm just going to sprinkle a little salt. Sorry for the shaky camera. Sprinkle just a little salt on there, okay, because we don't want no bland onion rings. Okay, and I'm going to taste one. I'll get a small one. So go ahead and listen, you guys. Nice and crunchy. Look at that. Let me put it in focus. Look at that. I should do ASMR, huh? This is so good. Another recipe that you guys have got to try. This is so good. So I'm gonna plate this up for a thumbnail. I'll see you guys in my next video.
Won't you let me stay?